What's up, guys? This is the part 2 of the spiritual enlightenment journey. By now, if you watched part 1, you should realize the importance of letting go and why we need to remove these blockages that we've been building throughout our entire life. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to let go of those blockages and my own experiences in my own body that has shown me firsthand just how true this really is. So letting go is actually quite simple. Anytime you have a disturbance, you feel any type of disturbed energy, throughout the day, there's going to be so many times where there's going to be events outside that are going to be hitting your blockages, going to be hitting your samskaras, and it's going to cause a disturbance. That is a perfect indication for you that now it's time to let go. So how do you do that? For example, let's say someone is walking in front of you and walking slowly. You have some disturbance inside of you. Immediately, once you catch that, your awareness catches that, just let go. Just relax your body and let go of that thought that you need to control anything. I did this just 2 days ago, and I felt the energy in my body. This one was subtle. I have had much stronger ones, but this one was subtle, where I felt the energy. It flowed up. It flowed up to my chest, and we have a heart chakra here. It flowed past the heart. I felt it in my throat, and it went all the way up to my forehead. There's another chakra on top. This one didn't actually flow all the way. But I mean, you need to keep letting go and for this energy to flow. Another crazy experience I had. A few days ago, I was talking to this girl on Instagram. We haven't actually met in person, and I remember she was like, it felt like she was thinking highly of me. So part of me was like a little bit nervous to actually meet her, like to because she kind of like seemed like she was dreaming me up. I mean, she literally said she saw me in her dream, even though we literally didn't even meet. So that was like kind of a bit nervous for me, and immediately I felt that disturbance, right? Because again, these are automatic thoughts, subconscious thoughts, and what Michael Singer says, all subconscious thoughts are really energy trying to release from your samskaras. So these are something that needs to be let go. So immediately when I had that thought, I just let go. I let go of the idea that everyone needs to like me, and immediately, this is crazy. Immediately, I felt this energy just pop up in my stomach. This uncomfortable kind of a intense energy. And then I went into that witness conscious mode where I'm not attached to the energy. I'm not attached to the emotion. I'm not attached to the mind. I'm just purely observing and we're just relaxing. And just doing that, just by completely observing, just silently observing, I felt slowly the energy pass up. It again went to my chest. A lot of times my energy it's been stuck right here. But then when I just keep observing, and then it rose up. It rose all the way. And then I let go. And I remember after that, I was sitting down and I like listened to an audible. Then when I got up, I forgot about the experience. I was like walking to somewhere, and it just felt so different. Like I was like, what just happened? Like I literally felt taller and bigger. And I remember like it was because I just let go. I had an experience of actually letting go, and that was just a really deep experience for me, because it really showed. I literally felt myself letting go and letting that experience and energy pass through me. Let me share one more experience. I was at a cafe, the cafe I'm actually at right now. There was a girl when I first walked in, and immediately when I saw her, I don't know, her like skin was just kind of glowing. So I sat down across to another table, and I just kept looking over at her. So part of me just I just wanted to talk to her. And in the past, so I felt some nervousness, come up in my body, right? This disturbance, these blockages, this experience was hitting my past blockages. I felt that. In the past, I would have just kind of broke through, like did it anyways, even feeling the nervousness, which is good too. But this time I wanted to just let go, to really deeply go observe that experience and let go of whatever blockage was hit, because that is really the path. Anytime you feel a disturbance, you just let go and you just observe. Once you just do that from a place of witness consciousness, of not trying to control anything, you will see the energy will pass. That's exactly what happened. So I sat down. I was already sitting down, and when I felt the energy, I just observed. This kind of intense energy in my stomach just popped up, and I just observed and just completely stayed calm, and I relaxed my body. It took like at least a few minutes, but then the energy rose up. It rose to my chest, and then a lot of times it was like that experience. It was getting stuck there. I just calmed down. I observed, and then it passed, and then it went all the way up to my head, and then it was gone. It was completely like I was completely open again. Like, this has happened multiple times where when I have a thought or some disturbance, when I let go, I see this energy that's been blocked just pops up. And then just by letting go and observing, in that place of witness consciousness, I've allowed it to pass. And this really is the journey. I mean, I'm so committed because I'm seeing this firsthand in my own body. I'm seeing like this is the path. I need to continuously let go. And it's going to take some time, I'm sure, but what better, like what more important path in my life can there be than just completely letting go of all the blockages so that energy can flow abundantly, where I never need anything from the external because I have all that love flowing inside of me. And then from that love, I'm just going to serve, help other people purely from a place of just love and service. And yeah, I mean, what more important path can there be in life? I mean, I'm seeing it in my own body. But to finish that example, so then the energy passed, and I still wanted to use the opportunity. So like I'm kind of looking at every single opportunity in my life now as a way to further let go and further me on my spiritual journey. So I figured, I can still talk to the girl, because if it doesn't go well, I can use that as a way to let go. If it does go well, I can also use that as a way to let go and not cling to the good experience. So I talked to her. Ended up being, a very positive, reaction. We sat down, we talked for a bit. She was also very much into spirituality, so we connected on that. And this has actually been even harder because after we talked, she popped up in my mind a few times, and the only reason she's popping up in my mind automatically is because I didn't actually let go of the experience. So it's really this is something I'm working through right now, is trying to let go and not cling to that positive feelings of that experience. We hung out again yesterday, and again, I need to completely let go, because you get to a point, where the spiritual leaders say is where you experience the experience, but you're not clinging on to anything. So these experiences are not going to show up. They're not going to automatically come to you. You can remember them, but they're not automatically going to come to you. They're not unresolved because you were just there in the moment and you let go and you allowed everything to pass. And that is really kind of the goal to get to. I had one more experience, the past 2 days. I've been using the steam room, the sauna. This has been really I've been using the sauna as a way to just deeply let go, because when I'm in the sauna, I put the steam up pretty hot. So my heartbeat is going crazy. And after a while, my mind is telling me to get out. It's really telling me to get out, but I'm really just calming down, and I feel a lot of anxiety, this energy inside my stomach coming up when I'm in the sauna. When I get to that point where my body and mind thinks it can't take anymore. So I'm kind of really pushing myself, where it's, getting really difficult. So I feel the energy, just trying to let go as much as I can. And then basically towards the end of it, when I finally do get out, eventually I kind of do give in to my mind. I'm not at the level where I just completely let go of my mind. But when I get out of the sauna, I feel that intense energy inside my stomach. And I just completely relax into it, just completely let go of controlling it. These ones have been so intense. I feel this intense energy start to rise into my chest, and it's really uncomfortable. It is actually painful, because as the spiritual leaders say, these samskaras, these blockages, they came in with pain, they're going to leave with pain. So you just have to accept that, and you got to be willing and ready to experience that pain again. But the pain will set you free. So I've been having, for example, when I was after the sauna, this energy was stuck in my chest. It was so intense and uncomfortable, and it was really hard to really just be objective and just witness it. A lot of times my mind is wanting to distract me from it, but really just observing it, and then eventually, these times it took a while. At least it felt like a while. Maybe it was 10, 20 minutes. I don't know. But eventually, when I just observed and let go without being attached to the energy, it did rise up. And when it rose up, holy fuck, holy fuck. I felt this crazy energy, just lifting the same energy that was blocked. When it passed through, it was just completely lifting me up. And I just felt so just blissful, just so blissful. But again, this is my firsthand experience of seeing that just letting go is the path. Letting go of these blockages is the path. And I'm just completely committed, however long it takes, to just let go. And it really means letting go of my complete self. You know, even when I was having in that sauna experience, I was kind of telling myself, like, I'm completely letting go of myself to the point where I'm ready to die. Like I'm ready to just have who I think I am, my mind, my body, that part of me, I'm ready for it to just completely die. And I know that sounds intense, but that's the path really, is just completely letting go until the thing that you think is you, your mind, your ego is no longer in control, and it's like no longer there, where you're just the pure consciousness and awareness, and the energy is flowing abundantly. And I know a lot of this can sound like this kind of woohoo thing. I'm experiencing it in my own body. And, you know, I used to be one who would only kind of believe in science, you know, scientific ways. But, you know, these practices, for example, there's a little bit of science mixed in with it, but a lot of it, you know, science isn't able to connect, you know, Shakti energy and these blockages. You know, even like trauma, for example, a lot of psychologists would say trauma's in the body. This isn't, you know, a scientific thing. There's no research that points to trauma is in the body, but a lot of psychologists have accepted this because this comes from a lot of historic philosophy, you know, from like Buddhism and stuff, and energy healing, that these energies are in the body. And another reason why I so much believe in this is because these were all found by deep meditators. And when you're, you know, at that level of meditation, you are just so aware of your body. You know, I'm definitely on my path of continuing meditation. I'm not, you know, at Buddha level, but these like serious meditators, you know, these spiritual leaders got to a point where they're so aware of their body and they've experienced it themselves. And it's another reason why I just completely believe in this path. But the main reason is because I'm seeing it in my own body. I'm seeing the energy pass. I'm seeing these releases and just seeing how powerful it is. Yeah, so that is my path right now. I know I just shared a lot, and it's yeah, it's been intense, but it's been fucking just eye-opening. It's been like really, when every single day now, I'm just committed to just letting go. I'm committed to allowing life to pass to me as an opportunity to further let go. That is really the path. And I'm going to share this entire journey with you, you know, as I'm experiencing it. And hopefully it'll inspire some of you to also take this journey. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video is very long, but if you stuck with me till the end, thank you so much. Please feel free to reach out to me, message me with any questions, even if you have things, you know, to say that might contradict it, whatever it is. I'm very, very open to connecting with you guys and hearing from you guys. And if there's anything I can do to help you on your journey, please let me know. I mean, that's really where I want to get to, a place where I'm just serving and helping, because ultimately, I believe that is just ultimate life fulfillment, when you are at that place of just have that complete abundance where you're just serving others. And that's really self-transcendence. All right, guys, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next videos. Peace and love.